Hey guys, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing you all another video. Today's video is going to be a contest entry into David and Erin Newton's Erin Go Bragh contest, and it's pretty open-ended. They're feeling a little festive with it being March and with St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. So they're feeling festive, and Erin wanted to do another contest, so they're doing this Erin Go Bragh contest. And basically what they want is anything in terms of music that relates to Ireland or the Irish. So it could be a favorite artist or band from Ireland, or a song that features Ireland, or Irish songs, or whatever it is. So they left it pretty open-ended. And when I saw this contest and realized what the theme was about, one artist came to my head right away. And I've talked about this artist so many times on my channel. He is one of my favorite guitarists of all time, if not probably my favorite guitarist of all time, an extremely underrated guitarist in my opinion. And that is, of course, Rory Gallagher. So I'm going to be talking about Rory Gallagher a little bit in this video, just kind of highlighting him as one of my favorite guitarists and absolutely incredible Irish bluesman. And I definitely, eventually I want to do a video dedicated to Rory, but for now, this is a perfect contest to kind of just showcase his work and talk about Rory Gallagher. So very excited to just kind of show a few albums that I have of his. I definitely don't have all of his albums. Eventually I do want to own his discography if I can, but for now, for this contest, for Erin Go Bragh, to celebrate Ireland and all things Irish, I'm going to be talking about Rory Gallagher. So, like I said, he was the first guy that came to mind while I was watching the contest kind of rules that David and Erin were setting up, and I was super excited to jump in on this. If you aren't familiar with David's channel, I'm going to link it down in the description below. Definitely go check him out, give him a sub, give him a like, jump in on this contest. He posts amazing stuff. So, and now Erin's in videos, so it's a lot of fun. So definitely go check them out. But for today, celebrating Ireland and all things Irish bluesman Rory Gallagher. This blues compilation came out last year, I believe last spring, and it is beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. As you can see here, you have pictures of Rory, and it extends out. And oops, let's see if I can get a full shot there. So, cover my face up. But it extends out, and you also have this nice picture in here. And then the back side here. So, fantastic compilation. I first saw this in Jeff Kempen's video, and I knew right away that I had to have it because I really enjoy Rory's music. And over the past year, he's probably become my favorite guitarist of all time. So, exemplary guitarist, just a naturally born gifted guitarist. The inner sleeves are gorgeous as well. You have these black and white pictures of Rory on this one. And let me get this one out. Same kind of concept here. So I love that compilation album. If you're a fan of Rory and you haven't picked that up yet, definitely go pick it up. It is awesome. So, favorite Irish artist, Rory Gallagher. He grew up in Cork, Ireland, and he was heavily influenced by Muddy Waters. That's who really influenced him to pick up a guitar and start playing blues music. He was also a huge fan of the British folk revival, so people like Bert Jansch he definitely look up to. And before he became who we know as Rory Gallagher, before even Taste, which I'll get into in a second, his first kind of blues rock trio band, he was kind of in Irish show bands. That's what he did. And he came from a musical family. I think both of his parents were musicians, if I am not mistaken. But I at least know he came from a musical family. And like I said, he's just kind of that naturally gifted guitarist. And a wonderful slide guitarist, which I'll also highlight here in a second. But as I was saying, Rory early on in his teens, influenced by Muddy Waters. He played in Irish show bands, and then eventually in 1966, he joined up with two other individuals and they formed a band called Taste, one of my favorite bands of all time. And I've showed these albums and talked about them plenty of times on my channel. But this is Taste's debut album. This is from 1969, and it is fantastic British blues, blues rock, Rory Gallagher. I mean, unbelievable Rory Gallagher licks on here, unmistakable. So 1969, they released Taste, one of my favorite debuts of all time. Then in 1970, they came out with their second and final, unfortunately, album, which is On the Boards. And I love this one as well. The opening track on side one is called What's Going On, and that is probably one of Taste's best songs in my opinion. What a powerhouse of a song to open up an album. Probably also one of my favorite opening tracks on an album in general. So, love it. But like I said, unfortunately, they disbanded after this album. However, Rory was not done with music, not even close. And in 1971, he releases his debut album, Rory Gallagher. This is probably my favorite Rory Gallagher solo album. Deuce is probably a close second. That's an early Rory album as well. However, I do not own that. That's one that eventually I do want to get. My favorite track off of here is track 2 on side 1, which is called Just the Smile. It's kind of an acoustic Rory song, and the slide guitar on it is absolutely wonderful. Just the Smile, track 2, side 1, again, kind of highlighting and showcasing how Rory was influenced by the British folk revival, by people and musicians like Bert Jansch. So, fantastic album. Again, if you are a fan of Rory, definitely pick up this self-titled. This is a reissue that just came out at the end of last year that I picked up, and it sounds incredible. So, I love this one. Again, there's, a lot of Rory albums that I still need to get and add to the collection, but I'm just going to go through a few more that are in my collection to kind of showcase for this contest. Cover's a little rough there with the ring wear, but the vinyl itself plays wonderfully. This is Rory Gallagher live in Europe, and this is kind of a compilation of live recordings, it says here, recorded throughout Europe during February and March 1972, and this came out later in 1972. So a year after he put out his self-titled. I also have Rory Gallagher Against the Grain. This is another one of my favorite Rory Gallagher albums. Came out in 75 or 76, I believe. I can't find the date back here, but I think it's 1975 or 1976. Again, an absolutely fantastic Rory album. Also have here Rory Gallagher, The Story So Far. So this is a compilation album that came out in 1976 and kind of highlighted, it's kind of a best of compilation of Rory's early solo career. So, cool kind of back there. And then finally, the last Rory album that I got, again, the cover's a little shot, but the vinyl itself is good. And this I got it for a couple bucks in a bargain bin. This is Photo Finish from 1978, so a later Rory album. Again, so many albums of his that I want now that I'm talking about it. I want Deuce, I want his Irish Tour 74, Jinx is a good one, Blueprint's a great one. Those are the ones that come to mind. I know there's actually, I haven't talked about Record Store Day yet, but the list just came out. There is going to be a Rory Gallagher release for Record Store Day. And I am so excited about that. That's like at the top of my list right now, of course, with the Cheap Trick release that's coming out. But hopefully I'm going to make a separate video highlighting what I'm looking forward to most for Record Store Day. But as we're talking about Rory Gallagher in this video, yes, there's going to be a Rory Gallagher release for Record Store Day, and I cannot wait. So, anyway, those are my Rory Gallagher albums that I have. There's a bunch that I still want, but But yeah, those are the ones that I have now. So David, Erin, thank you for holding this contest. It was fun to kind of go back and rediscover my Rory albums, a couple albums that I even forgot that I had in my collection. So thank you again for this fun and festive contest. And yeah, so that is all I have for this video, guys. I will see you all for my next. Bye, guys.